Welcome back to Ann and Lisa's Soapbox. I'm Ann.
And I'm Lisa. So how you doing today, Ann?
I'm all right.
Yeah.
How about you?
Yeah, it's a little bit cold outside
is.
here.
A little nipply, yep.
Yeah, everybody's getting a little bit of that cold weather, and down south of us are going to be getting
Iced up.
Yep, the Arctic blast, which is going to miss us, but we're going to get plenty of cold weather. But hope everybody stays safe.
It's exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah, I definitely.
Sounds like it's going to get gnarly down there.
Yep, it's going to get, it's so cold that, I'd consider moving somewhere warmer, like Alaska or.
That's still United States.
Or maybe Greenland.
Donald Trump.
Oh, Greenland.
We have to go somewhere else.
Yeah, I can't
Greenland.
Go to,
there you go.
I can't go to Greenland because, that might get,
Who knows
taken
what
over
he's
by,
going to do.
Yeah, would get invaded by
Penguins.
Yeah, something. Penguins that are probably sent over
MAGA.
by Donald Trump.
MAGA.
Yeah. So, since I guess we're going to start on our discussion of Greenland then.
Okay.
What's going on with that. And so let's talk about that a little bit.
Okay.
You know,
I think we need to take it over.
well, and I'm not completely opposed to, the importance of Greenland. What I'm, because they're full of rich minerals. They've got a lot of minerals that everybody, so I'm not even against what Trump is saying about, hey, this would be a good relationship. But he's not even saying that. He's saying, let's.
I'm going to have you whether you like it or not.
Yeah, let me
he does everything else.
Let me invade Greenland, and let me take them over
and make enemies of all of our not adversaries,
our allies.
Allies.
Yeah, and
Right.
so. I get the fact that, they're full of, and not only that, they're in a spot that would probably benefit, the safety of the United States.
And Canada, who he's making enemies with.
Yes. I mean, so, the way that I see Trump, he's like a bully, and he strong arms, and he uses the United States, their army, their military, their strength as a battering ram, and then uses ICE as his lynchmen, and
That's armed militia. So
yes.
somebody called it.
Yeah, exactly. So, it's really troublesome. I mean, Trump, have you ever heard of foreplay? I mean, you're going right for the throat. Oh, wait. We've heard his run-ins with women, so we know he doesn't know he doesn't know that
He
word
calls
either.
them piggy and stuff. So.
Yeah, he doesn't know the word of that either. So there's no dignity or humanity, how he treats people, how he looks at people.
How he talks to people.
How he talks
about people. I mean, yeah. I listened to some of that speech he had at this conference in, was it Switzerland, I guess he had it in.
Right.
And he was calling everybody stupid and, honestly, who the hell does he think he is?
Well, and what's really bothersome is that, this man has still a lot of followers, even though, he's lost a lot of followers. There's still people that, don't see any harm in what he's doing. Like they think that he's the greatest. And here's the thing, even when his presidency is over, and the next president's going to have some struggles. I mean, let's face it.
I mean, absolutely.
He's going to, the next man or woman that takes over, he's going to have to try to earn back some trust and some respect.
Oh, yeah, he's going to have to fix our reputation.
Exactly.
For sure.
Because and that's
we're a laughing stock at the moment, and I don't understand how everybody doesn't see that.
Well, and here's the other thing. If I was one of those other countries, because Americans always have been on the, other countries have always had a problem with us anyway, a lot of them.
Absolutely.
And that now they're really like, see, this is why. So they're looking at us like, well, you guys are the idiots that put him in that office, so you got to think just like he does. They don't.
I don't think like he does.
No, me neither.
I didn't vote for him.
No.
Thank you, God.
Yeah, and it's the stigma that goes with him, and he's like the dirty uncle that
Yeah.
that
like
gives the whole family a bad
bad
reputation. Yeah, he gives the whole family a bad reputation, you know, and unfortunately we're kind of stuck there. You know, even those of us that didn't vote for him, and even some of the you know, this isn't a Democrat Republican problem. This is a American problem.
Humanity
Yeah,
problem.
it is. Yeah. And there's, you know, he's lost a lot of followers.
He doesn't have anybody that will stand up to him, and the ones that do, they will have a serious problem. They will either get sued or
they'll just go away, or
they'll be investigated for something, or
that
they get
didn't
fired. You know, he just does whatever he wants. He don't care. He don't care.
He doesn't care. And here, you know, he still has a lot of Trump supporters that say,
he does.
You know, you know, he's done a lot for this country, and he has some good ideas. Well, I'm here to tell you, you know, I'm one of those people that at first I'm like, you know what, you know, even conforming people that are here illegally, I support that. But let's not take somebody that's been here for decades and just throw them over to where they don't have anything, or they lose their families.
Just like that guy and his 5-year-old kid that just got
deported,
picked up.
Yeah,
they're down. I mean, from Minnesota, and him and his 5-year-old little boy are now in Texas at a camp set up for people like that. And this guy went through the process. He was going through the legal process of being here in this country,
and they just picked him up.
just picked him up.
And that's what I'm saying. And
we're going after the biggest, baddest rapists and child predators, and no, that's not what they're doing.
It's a lie. It's lies. And here's the thing: even if somebody was here illegally, and you know, to be honest with you, the process is kind of a pain in the ass. Okay.
Well, yeah, it takes years.
And some of these questions that they ask people, I guarantee you, Trump couldn't answer.
Oh, I know he couldn't.
He
doesn't even know what the Declaration of Independence does.
Right, and he obviously don't know the Bill of Rights.
No, he don't know anything.
And so anyway, why don't they give him the say, hey, you know, you're here illegally. We need you to either right now you got to shit or get off the pot. That means you have to become an American.
Well, they're telling them to leave and then try to get in.
No,
the right way. That's what they're telling them.
You know, if you've already been here, okay, you know, whatever you have to do, kind of tag them, you know, make sure you understand where they live, and say, hey, you get off the radar, you're gone.
Right.
But you have to go through this process. And if you're not going through this process, then you have to leave the country.
Then you're going to be deported.
Right.
Yeah.
But give them an opportunity, because some of these people have been here for decades and they have been paying taxes.
Right.
You know, and they have had families. You know, they've literally put the roots here. And like you said, it's not, you know, I talked about, it's not an easy process. And sometimes it does take years.
Yep.
So, you know, instead of getting these people that are with their families and uprooting them and throwing them in a camp where they're not paying taxes and we're paying for them to be at this camp.
Right.
I mean, it's a no-brainer to me, but, you know, Trump, you need to
step up, buddy.
Yeah, you need to step up, because your execution is a major fail. Like, you got to F in execution.
Big time.
Right. And I don't know about you, but this is not a dictatorship.
Really?
You know, right. It's not supposed to be.
I know it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be a democracy, but it's just not.
It's not. And we're, you know, he acts like he's the cartel or the mob, where you can just send out your hitmen and blow up boats, right?
Well, you don't even hear about that anymore.
No, that's already
because they went into Venezuela.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what they were after. They were after that Maduro guy. They weren't after drugs. It had to do with oil.
Yeah, and that's what it is. It's greed.
It's greed.
And we're gonna shoot. We're gonna give people the right just to go around and shoot people.
Well, you know, and that what gets me about it is they think we're stupid enough to believe it.
But some people are, and some people are brainwashed, and I don't. And it kind of. And I don't say that as a judgmental person, but I'm fearful. Like, it makes me literally fearful that these people actually still
believe.
They're like so brainwashed.
And I had a guy say, "Well, I support Trump." All I know is my 401k is, doing really good because the stock market is up.
Right.
And what else did he say? I don't even remember what else he said. And I go, but yeah, look at the rest of the crap that he does.
Right.
And his wife said, well, I don't like Trump either, but we don't talk about it. So I just shut up.
Right. I mean, and that's the whole thing. A lot of people are just kind of felt like they just have to shut up
Just
about
shut
it.
up.
They have
Yeah.
to just shut up about it. And, how are we going to feel if we end up in a World War III? How, I mean, how are we going to feel if
Well,
that
he's
happens?
pushing all our allies away.
Yeah. So if somebody does, like we get a Russia or we get, a South Korean that decides, I'm going to try my luck over there because I don't think they have as many buddies as they used to,
Yeah.
and who are we going to call?
Right. Ghostbusters.
Right. Probably have a better luck because they're probably going to try to give him an exorcism. Trump needs an exorcism.
He needs something.
But you see those spoiled children as kids that, the rich kids that have everything and they're not used to having any accountability and, they cry a little bit and the parents give them whatever they want. This is what they grow up to be.
Well, did you see the smile on his face when that Nobel Peace Prize winner gave him her medal?
Yeah.
Did you see a picture of a smile on it? He looked like a 2-year-old.
Yeah.
Had just
Exactly.
gotten a cookie.
I mean,
it was like, why did you even take that? It does not belong to you.
you have to earn.
What an idiot.
I'm surprised he hasn't tried to buy one on the black market. Or he's got, he's
Well,
got money and followers. They could just make his own.
I've seen memes of him accepting the, trophy from Indiana University's, win at the
I just saw the same thing.
and gold medals that people have won, people, awarding those to him. Table set outside the White House so everybody could put their trophies and stuff on it for him, just to make him feel like he's a big boy or he's all that. And he's not.
I just didn't know that being the president meant you had to feed into, somebody's ego.
That's exactly what she did by giving that to him. Because he solved 8 wars, which everybody says that's just not a fact. And, he just thinks he's all that in a bag of chips. And,
Well, I don't know about you, Ann. I am fearful for where our country's going, for my children,
grandchildren.
for my grandchildren.
Sure.
What is going to happen? And
Yeah, I'll be long gone. I don't know. Yeah, I worry about it too.
This is not, I don't know about you. I'm not an extremist by any means. And, I've seen different things happen in our country that I wasn't happy about and this and that. But I've got to be honest, in my adult life, and I say my adult life because when you're young, you don't know any better
Don't
or
really
different
think about it.
But
Yeah.
in my adult life, I've never been fearful of one of our presidents, even when Bush was in there, and I got to be honest with, Daddy Bush wasn't too bad, but his son, yeah, I was not.
I really never followed politics, till this year, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, he kind of worried me, but he was just stupid, I thought.
They're all
But at least he wasn't like power tripping, egotistical, and just, it's almost scary like this.
Well, I've never seen, I never paid that much attention, but I've seen cabinet meetings that he has.
Right.
And one by one, they go around the table and just shower him with praise on, thank you, Mr. President, for, making sure that we're safe. And thank you, Mr. President, for, and all I want to do is go in that room and slap every one of them.
So do you think they're doing it, Ann, because they want to, or are they doing it because it's expected? And if they don't, they
Something
fear
will happen to
repercussions.
'em.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The repercussions of
Nobody will stand up to this man.
And I don't know. And I've said that before. I have seen people, and some of them they do it because of fear, but some people are really, they are Trump supporters, through and through. And it's scary that they are so blind to this man and how he treats people. He literally treats people bad.
Very disrespectful.
He's gone rogue. He
Yeah.
really has. He's gone rogue. And Where's the check and balances that keep people like him in check? Because there is none.
There isn't any.
You know, there's
Who's going to do what?
He's never.
You know, that's why we have a Congress.
Right.
But they're not doing anything.
No.
Because they're controlled by Republicans.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
there is nobody keeping each other. There's nobody accountable.
Right.
It's all one way, and unfortunately, we're all seeing we're gonna reap these repercussions, whether it's in his presidency or if it's after. But these waves, you know, we're gonna feel it for a while.
I don't think he's worried about the midterm elections because you know they're coming up the end of this year, in November, and I don't think he's worried about the only reason he's worried about what's going to happen is because if the Democrats take over Congress,
right, then he loses.
Then he loses
some
the
power.
Control,
right? Some of the control. Yep.
And you know, even he said they're probably going to. I'm going to say evict, but that's not the word.
Well, it's kind of an eviction.
Impeach.
Yeah.
Thank you. Our technical director over here reminded me of what the word was because, I mean, it leaves me. But anyway, he's afraid that he's going to get impeached.
And he should be. But here's the thing. He's been impeached, twice now?
Yeah, in his first term, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it
didn't do any good. He's still there.
It's like it didn't stick. It's like, hey, we fired you, but he just doesn't go home.
I know.
And nobody makes him go home. I don't understand.
I don't either.
You know, and
well, now they're trying to, you know, this is another thing. January 6th. They don't want to talk about it, but what they are talking about, because they just had this, God, what's this guy's name? They just had a hearing. Jim Cook, is that his name? Anyway, they had this, I should have wrote this stuff down, but they were having a hearing. He's the prosecutor that put all the stuff together to prosecute Trump for the insurrection, basically, which is what it was.
Right.
I mean, we all saw it with our own eyes.
Absolutely.
But you got all these Republicans in there trying to throw the blame back on him not doing his job right.
Right.
And
these are the people that he's supposed to he's supposed to be his people.
Exactly.
Right.
But you know, they're attacking this guy for the way he did his job.
Right.
And they're sitting there saying, you know, more or less just trying to get everybody to believe that what happened didn't happen. They're trying to rewrite
right.
the script of the whole thing.
Kind of like there was aliens, but there wasn't aliens. Right. There was a spaceship, but it was really a weather balloon.
Right.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
don't believe your own eyes.
Right.
Kind of like that Renee that got shot.
Yeah.
By ICE. You know, don't believe what you see.
No, she was trying to run me over.
Oh, yeah. No, she was trying to leave.
She was trying to leave.
And I think more people believe that than not.
And I just want to take a moment and say, you know, I'm really sorry for her family and their loss. That should have never happened. And in the United States of America that I grew up in, it wouldn't have happened. It wouldn't have happened. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Just like the head of the FBI that tried to. I mean, there's just so many people that have
Kash Patel is a head of the FBI.
You know, everybody that has tried to stand up and say, this isn't right. Wait a minute. Right. They have literally been shut up. But you know what? We're here and we don't have anything to lose. So we're not really fearful.
I'm not scared.
No. And we're going to say exactly what we think and how we feel. And we know that not everybody is going to agree with us, and we're not going to agree with everybody else. But this is what we think, and this is what we feel. And
you're absolutely entitled to your own opinion, even if it's wrong. You know,
right? You can be wrong. We're okay with that.
Yeah.
But this whole situation has really bothered me, and the more I see and the more I think about it, and it just doesn't sit right. And the more I see, and I'm thinking to myself, you know, people have got to start talking about what's going on. They've got to start talking about he's a criminal.
Yeah. He is.
He is a criminal.
And what happened to the Epstein files anyway?
Well, I've seen
He
nothing.
brings up other crap to.
Oh, I think he's been trying to bury those because they've been digging up a bunch of stuff where he's with all these women and with Epstein, and he makes it sound like, yeah, we might have passed each other in the hall, but that's about it. You know what?
Right.
I call bullshit. Okay, you
Well,
guys didn't.
Bill and Hillary Clinton refused to go in on a subpoena. They were subpoenaed to testify.
Then they should have went to
it.
jail.
And well, I think their point is, if we come in to testify, then you need to release all the information that you have.
Oh yeah, make it fair.
Make it fair.
Yeah,
don't just pick on certain people.
And I gotta agree with that. I gotta agree with that, and that's something the lawyers need to fight, because it's almost like they pick and choose. Okay, oh well, Hillary and my wife, or Hillary and my husband here, we're Democrats, so we're going to.
Oh, that's the whole thing.
But we're not going to put Trump on there because he's the president and he's a Republican. No, everybody that was in, I don't care who it was, if they were a part of it, it needs to come out, and they need to be held accountable, because these young girls that are now women had to live with this their whole life,
30-some years,
and they were used as toys,
right,
for these people, and that is not acceptable. And people need to be held accountable.
If Moses did it.
Yeah, and well, the thing
put
is,
his name in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Anybody, it doesn't matter.
And if they're all pedophiles, including Trump, then they need to pay for the consequences.
Well,
for
I
being
think
a
all
pedophile.
pedophiles should have an island of their own.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to probably be able to say what I really want to say what should happen to pedophiles, but because children,
they shouldn't have a wee-wee.
Yeah, well, children should. Children
seriously
should not be pawns for adults' pleasures.
Exactly.
Of any shape or form, other than seeing them smile and you smile back.
Right.
That should be the only thing, or hearing them giggle, because I love kids and babies giggling.
Right.
But what these men, and I'm sure there was some women. I mean, I don't know.
Well, there was Glean.
Yeah, that were involved in this.
She was involved in it. I don't know if you don't hear about any other women, but there could have been.
There could have been. I mean, they're probably Republicans, and that's probably why we haven't heard about
women
them.
as well as there are perverted men.
Right. So yeah, the Epstein files have been buried because when they were digging in there, they had so much. Yeah, I think Trump is literally trying to control that whole situation.
Yeah, what's he hiding?
Yeah, what's he hiding?
I don't know.
I mean, I saw pictures that were being shared, and he
him
was in
with
plenty
girls.
of them.
Here, him with young girls.
Young girls, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not going to draw any conclusions as to what he was doing with them because I wasn't there and I don't know. But
those
that's
girls,
what the files are for, to find out.
Right. And I'm sure that these girls can fill in some of the blanks, but some of them are probably scared.
Well, they're scared. They've said so.
Yeah.
They're afraid if they come out and name names that there'll be retribution.
Yeah,
and there probably would be.
Well, yeah, because if Trump can touch the people that he has, he's definitely can do something to them.
Wouldn't touch me with a 10-foot pole. I can tell you that much.
Well, I can almost guarantee he doesn't have a 10-foot pole, but that's probably part of the problem with him. But it's
I don't know.
In all seriousness, I just I feel like we have totally went back. What's really bothersome to me, Ann, is we'd rather have a criminal, a pedophile criminal.
I can't understand why people voted him back in to begin with.
For president, more than we'd want a woman for
Right.
president. I mean, what kind of country are we?
I'd rather see like Michelle Obama or somebody like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Give him a shot. What do we got to lose?
But I did see Michelle Obama say that, she saw how we're just not ready.
We're not ready for a female president.
And she saw that. And unfortunately, she's right. I mean,
I think Kamala might have had a better run of it if Biden had taken himself out a lot sooner. He should never even have.
No, I'm not a Biden fan, so I'm going to put it out there. I am not a Republican or a Democrat by straight ticket one way or the other. I'm for whoever the best person is for the job. And unfortunately, this time it was not a Republican.
Right.
And, and I didn't care for Biden either. I didn't think that he was a very good president, a very good leader.
No.
But in different reasons. At least he wasn't,
Nasty.
yeah, exactly. That
This guy has no filter. And I think to be a leader, you have to have a filter. You cannot be as biased as he is.
well, you got to at least be able to speak to people with respect, even
Right.
when you don't respect them.
Right.
I mean, you are the president. You are setting the level of how we treat each other. It's just like with your kids. There's things that when you were growing up and when I was raising my kids, I didn't do or say around my children.
Right.
I mean, those were things that you didn't discuss around your kids
Right.
because you're teaching them how to be respectful,
Right.
and what's okay to say and what's not okay to say. He never had that. And he's, like I said, he's rogue.
Yeah. I don't know who his parents were, but
Yeah. I don't have no idea. They may have just tried to,
I think they were rich. And I'm not saying all rich people.
maybe he
have
was raised by a nanny and maybe the nanny's the
nasty-
blame.
Maybe.
Does anybody know that out there?
Yeah.
I would be curious if, maybe there's a nanny
I'll have
issue.
to investigate his
Yeah.
childhood years. I know he went to college, which is a surprise.
Well, I'm sure that he bought his,
Well, it could
his
be.
diploma.
Yeah. He got a degree in economics or something. I do remember reading that.
Well, I used to think that, Donald Trump, he's a great businessman. But the more I hear about him, he was not. I guess in New York, there's so
He
many.
went bankrupt.
Yeah,
And
he was not this great
He's
businessman
not.
that everybody thinks he is. And so I don't know why we decided that he was a good pick for this country.
Well, I think at first term he was like a straight shooter. He didn't mince words. I
Right.
mean, he even caught my attention.
Right. And then that's
Before he was elected first term. He caught
Right.
my attention.
right.
You
And
know,
say, hey, this might be
He
not as
might
bad
be
as we
all
thought.
right.
Yeah, he might be all right.
And I'm gonna say his first term probably wasn't that, I don't know, bad. But he's gone off the rails.
Yeah,
And it's all because I think of these investigations that people did about January 6th and, his fraud and the classified documents in his bathroom or somewhere at Mar-a-Lago where he, his home.
Well, and I had a discussion with my wife about Trump, and I don't know if she remembers or not, but I told her, I said, what worries me is not so much the first term, but the second term, because he can't be voted in a third term. So all the crazy shit he's going to do
Between now and then.
is going to be in that second term. It's going to be, yeah,
Bad,
Bad.
which it is.
right. It's going to be bad.
Yep. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, we sit here and I'll complain about it for a month of Sundays, but, what can I do but this?
Right. And that's all we can do.
I'm
Is,
too old to, go out and picket. And, I thought about going out and doing snow angels today, but I wouldn't be able to get up. I'd freeze to death because I wouldn't be able to get up off the ground. So
It's too cold for snow
It's
angels
too
today.
cold.
So anyway, I guess to go on because this is probably going to something we're going to talk about on and off, but it really hit me between the death and the Greenland thing. I just felt like we needed to say something, Ann.
yeah,
And-
leave those people alone for crying out loud.
right. And Mr. Trump, bring your lynchmen
Buck
home.
up.
Yeah, bring those lynchmen home. Don't let them kill any more people. No more Americans. We'd appreciate it. And one other thing that I wanted to talk about. So we went out last week. Our families went out together to get some food.
Food.
Yeah,
Where'd we go?
yeah.
Forget.
We went to Wingstop in
Oh,
Goshen.
that's right.
In Goshen. So, 1 being crap and 10 being best, I would say for the wings, and then you can talk and say what you thought. For the wings and the flavor and the execution, I give them a 10. Their Wingstop has got, in my opinion, the best wings.
They had pretty good wings. Yeah.
Wings around here.
Fries were good.
And they're fresh.
I enjoyed
Fresh cut
yeah.
fries. The service, I'd give it an 8. Customer satisfaction, they could have been a little friendlier, but we had a little problem.
Busy.
They were busy. We had a little problem with our order because I think I may have ordered it wrong, but they took care of it. No problem, no questions asked. And the eat in, I would say I'd only give them a 5. And the reason I say that is, one, there's not a trash can. Come on, Wingstop. Every one of your Wingstops get a trash can
and salt
in that lobby.
Yep.
And then the seating is kind of small. Like the tables are kind of small.
Area. That's something. That's more of a restaurant where you want to go in and pick your stuff up and take it home.
So, but
or
yeah,
get
it's
it
not
delivered, whatever.
Yeah,
there was a lot of that going on.
And there's no napkins. All they've got is like this paper towel roll.
Paper towel.
Yeah, get some napkins, get some salt, and
a trash
can. For God's
can.
sake, please get a trash can out in that lobby.
Absolutely.
But I'll tell you what, the rest of it was great. Price wise, there's 5 of us at 8. It was $68.
$60-some.
Yes, which is, I think, was very reasonable. That was 5 people, and that was wings, fries, and a drink for all of us. So
hardly for 5 people go to McDonald's and you're going to pay more than that. I think.
Yes, absolutely. And the food, like I said, the food was good.
Yep, and company was good.
And the company was great. So if you're ever out and you want to try a Wingstop, absolutely, I say thumbs up. Thanks again for joining us. And please, send us some emails, comment. We'd like to hear from you. And any show ideas or things that you'd like to hear us talk about, we're all about it. We're not scared.
We're all about it. I'm not scared.
Yeah. And it's Anna
and Lisa's soapbox at gmail.com.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a great evening.
Stay safe.